This is the 5th edition of the annual tree planting championed by Team Go Green for sustainable development in Diabugu Batappa in the Saidou district. The exercise is a joint effort with the Village Development Committee to mitigate climate change and protect the environment from windstorm, soil erosion, and other natural disasters. According to the association program coordinator Bahora Drame, the Team Go Green for sustainable development achieved great success in the survival of previously planted trees, both in the community and the outskirts of the village.
The success behind this tree planting exercise is simple. That is inclusiveness, like sustainability, taking the ownership of this initiative. That's the reason behind of this success. You see, we always said you cannot sustain anything that if you don't own it. That's why we collaborated with the Village Development Committee to come with Team Go Green to work with a partner to try to take the ownership of this initiative to make sure it's sustained. That's why we have this high survival rate. Of course, we also have some mechanism in place to make sure in the dry season the plants are watered and they are protected.
Mr. Drame revealed that the association intends to expand its tree planting exercise outside Diabugu to mitigate climate change and its effects in Saidou, calling for support from potential partners to collaborate with them to restore lost forests covered in the area.
We need more support because we are one of the leading youth groups in this region that plans have a successful huge rate. So definitely we will thinking of that in the near future because we don't want to limit our plantation within Diabugu. We're going outside and even in the bush to try more indigenous Gambian trees. Some of them are all falling away now. So we need support from the government, all non-government organizations, communities, individuals. We definitely needed that. Team Go Green needs support, absolutely.
The forestry officer in the area, Lamil Jabate, commended Team Go Green for their resilience in mitigating climate change, adding that planting trees is one of the mechanisms to combat changing weather conditions. Jabate advised people to change their negative attitude towards the environment as climate change is a global pandemic and every citizen should fight the menace to reduce its negative impacts.
It is everyone's responsibility to see to it that our environment is restored in order to be saved or to minimize the hazards of climate. So I am really impressed with the Team Go Green and the step they have taken. Global climate change have a problem and effects on the farmers down here. So what we're gonna do is we have to do away with the projects. Projects are just short-term lifespans. We need to look at programs instead of projects because restoration is a process.
The chairman of the association, Abdullah Juara, thanked partners for their continuous support of the initiative, saying the planted trees have numerous benefits such as protecting the environment and providing food as well as shade for people for a conducive environment.
We have different species of trees. Purposely, we do it purposely to make sure that we meet the target of an expectation of the individual and different stakeholders and different interest groups. Some are interested in the fruit, some are interested in bearing the food, some are interested in the shade, some are interested in protecting the environment, the soil erosion and so on.
The purpose of this team, which is Team Go Green, is basically in terms of working with the community to ensure that once these trees are planted and they go to a point where sustainability will be maintained, whereby there will be maintenance, right? And the truth of the matter is global warming is true, and nobody can deny that. So part of mitigating global warming is tree planting exercise, which we are doing right now. So we are doing this not only in the short term, but also in the long run. And we believe that if we continue what we are doing, the impact of this can't be overemphasized, not only in today, but in the long run.
The Village Development Committee Chairman, Batappa Drame, held the youth group describing them as patriotic citizens of the community and the country at large. Team Go Green's commitment to sustainable development will go a long way in mitigating the effects of disasters such as windstorm and other natural disasters in the area. Saidou Camara, reporting for GRTS News from Basse Upper River Region.